Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back. So, I hope y'all are doing well. Today we're going to do a journal flip through, long overdue. This was all the way back in May. Oh my goodness, yeah. I was looking at my content on, like the videos and stuff, and I noticed I don't think I've done one for May. Some of May is done, some is not done. So we're just going to go ahead and flip through it because that's life, That is life. So this particular composition book is an altered composition book that I made. I took let's see, what did I do? Okay, yeah. I took the innards out, okay? So I just used the cover, and then on the inside, I sewed in, let me see here, 2 signatures, one for May, this is May, and this is June, okay? So I did that, and you will find a tutorial, sorry, a little bit tongue-tied, a tutorial on how I made this book. I made it in a day, and it is the 3rd in the list in the description box, okay? So I hope that made sense. If you want to know how I made this book, check the description box. It's the 3rd altered composition book journal video. Okay, so let's get started. Now, whoa, okay, the month of May was just a crazy month, It was the end of the school year, or heading toward the end of the school year. I think we ended in June. So yeah, it was the last full month of school. So I was still working. Yeah, my husband was having rough patches. We had a wedding. Yeah, lots went on. But look at this. Just look at this. This is what I use for my dates, okay? I cut these little flag things out for my dates and use them in my book. And look at how many are still here, okay? That means that I either have not put them on the page yet, or I haven't even journaled. That's a lot, okay? But we're just gonna go through it anyway. Here's my opening page, just a simple collage of bits that were on my desk. That's it. Some of these things around here, I was practicing and playing with to see how the paper would hold up, and they held up very well. So yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. And then I have these little calendars that I put on here, mark certain days. Like this was my brother's and sister-in-law, his wife, their anniversary, 31 years, yay them. And then this was the Hideaway closing. Yeah, so let's get into it, okay? If you didn't know, and if you're new here, welcome. We used to own a couple of homes in the Florida Keys, which is south of where we live, and we enjoyed the main house, as a vacation home or whatever, and we enjoyed it for about, oh gosh, eight or 9 years. And it was just super fun, but at this point in our lives, we were needing to simplify, okay? So we ended up putting that house up for sale, but before we did that, we went for a weekend together, just the 4 of us, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of like our last hurrah. However, see, this happened on May 1st, which was here, and I do believe we actually went down the weekend of the 8th as well. So at any rate, we all went out on the boat. We went to lunch on the boat. We went to a little beach and hung out. That's why this picture's there. I did no journaling at all, but just by these pictures, I can tell just how much fun we had. And I remember this day like it was yesterday. If I want to go back in and journal, I can. And if I don't, I won't. It happened a few months ago. So this day here, I know because of this sticker, we went out to breakfast at the Square Grouper. It was brother and sister's day. This is from the calendar that I use, which was so apropos because brother and sister were together this day. So that was a lot of fun. We all went together. And I remember that I put this on here. This sticker I got in Happy Mail from Loveland's Life. I'll put her link below. And yeah, my son got so sunburned on this day. So sunburned. Why? I don't know. our whole family, obviously, and my kids especially, we've all grown up here in South Florida. Like, we use sunscreen all the time, all the time. It's like just a natural part of life here. How he got sunburned, I don't know. So this day here, let me think. This tells me that I made this chicken coaster for my dear friend, and gave it to her for her birthday. I was This is the yarn that I used to make it. Again, no journaling, no journaling. This tells me, again, back to the world events. I was in quarantine. So this here tells me I went and got tested and I was negative. So that's good, okay? But I was still out, I was still out. And this right here says, you're a teacher if you have mastered the art of being able to hold your bladder for the entire duration of the working day. And true story, yes, because I was out, I was not assisting the classes, right, that I was the assistant for. And it's, you've got to, like, I don't know, you've got to call to say, hey, I need to use the restroom. Can someone come and give me a break? It's crazy. Anyway, International Firefighters Day. This is from the calendar, and I put this in here for my son. And no, he is not a firefighter, but in the job that he does do, he is on what's called the fire brigade. So, yeah. So put that in there. Oh, we had corned beef and cabbage for dinner that night. Okay, and then I was still at home in quarantine, and this was Teacher Appreciation Week. So it was just, yeah, everybody was just so generous and so kind. I went to my doctor this day, which is interesting. I'll have to write that. Yeah, I just had a question about this. Like, when did I go to the doctor? May, June, July, August. Okay. Anyway, and then my daughter brought home a bunch of gifts that the kids had given me. Of course, I wasn't there because I was in quarantine. So, yeah, and some thank you cards and, just really, really sweet items and sweet things. So these are some notes from the kids, some thank yous from the parents. Just thank you for helping me understand. So sweet, so sweet. This was from one of the little dudes in the class. I did journals with them, and so he really enjoyed it. Yeah, I got cookies. I mean, it was just really sweet, really sweet. First day back to work, right? So this was the 6th of May is when I finally was able to go back to work. No journaling at all, but I do have these notes in here. So if I do ever intend on going back, I can. This was the final day of teacher work week. This was, I filmed a ramble session this day because on this day was Mother's Day. And this was the day that my daughter and son got me it was a date to go to Beyond Van Gogh, the immersive experience. And we were going to go on, it says here, on May 16th is when we actually went, but this is the day that they gave me the little, coupon card. So that was really sweet. My daughter was so sweet. Well, both my kids obviously were sweet. Still didn't do the page for that day, but my daughter made my favorite cookies, which are lemon raspberry thumbprint cookies. I love lemon and raspberry together. The kids came over and made me dinner. We had steak sandwiches and fancy potatoes. Yeah, and that was really nice. Really nice. Oh, and my son got me these. Let's see. These Sharpies. S-Notes, yeah, they're fun. Creative markers, they're super fun. He gave me those. And they gave me an Amazon gift card and tickets to see the Van Gogh exhibit. So that was fun. Now, this whole week, I think, this is some brie that we had that was really good. And then all these little things we give to the students, like, because this was SAT week. So we would put this little note on their desk and have a little mint for them. This day we had this on there with a little crunch bar, so this just tells, yeah, it was just SAT week. I was proctoring one student, so that was, it all went really well. Oh, I filmed a rant video when I got home. I don't know what that was about. Who knows? This was still SAT week, so they got this. You're going to blow this test out of the water and probably a blow pop or something. So I always keep the extras to put in my book. Oh, and this is when my big handsome, he started working on the framing for the walls of our shed. He had built a side shed next to our regular shed because we did sell the house. Now, the house and the keys, which we had to bring all the stuff from that shed up to this house, and a lot of it was boating equipment. So my husband added on. He put an addition onto our existing shed, and it came out wonderfully. He worked really hard on it, and that houses now all of our boating equipment, which is great. And then here's another sign: good luck, Smarty Pants. And then we gave them like a little thing of Smarties. You know, it's just a nice little thing when they're coming in. You know, they're nervous about the test and all that. So at any rate, he took time off from the shed. Yeah, long days, you know, all that jazz. This day, my daughter and I went out to the restaurant that we go to in the morning to celebrate the end of SAT. So we go there super early in the morning before work. You know, we get there like, I don't know, 6 a.m. or something like that. So I don't know why there's a Church's Chicken in here. Maybe we had Church's Chicken that night. And, oh, this is like a note from my son. I had sent him because he had invited my husband out to work for a retirement party for a guy out there that was retiring. My husband had worked out there for some 30 years, you know, so I don't know if my husband at first was gonna go or what, but he went, you know, because my son asked him to go, and it turned out to be a really nice evening. And, you know, my husband got to see a lot of his old workmates and all of that. So I was just thanking my son for inviting him, and he wrote back just such a sweet little message, you know, that he's just thankful for his upbringing, and it was just really special. So I tucked that in there. And let's see. Oh, I guess Big Handsome picked me up from work. And then I got home and vegged, yeah. And then Big Handsome met Sunshine for a retirement get-together, yeah. Still a busy day. Yeah, so there was that. Then on this day, we must have had these screaming Sicilian things for dinner. We took, oh, this was a weekend. So this was a Saturday. We took our beauty queen to an open house that she wanted to see. It turned out to be like somebody that she knew, or she knew someone who knew someone. I don't know. We live in a very small town. So we also went to Home Depot for more shed stuff. I did some filming. So yeah, I'm glad I kept my notes in here for the most part. This was super cool, right? Anything but ordinary I put on here. Yeah, this was the day that we actually went to the Van Gogh experience. It was really awesome. It was just really great. It was a really great day, super fun. And yeah, afterwards, my daughter, she loves going on like the secret city sites. You can do it pretty much for like any city, I think. It's like secret Cincinnati, I guess, or secret Philadelphia or whatever. And you find all these like secret places, you know? And so this one, it was a restaurant, and it was super cool. It's actually like the front of the restaurant is it's a gas station, basically, right? In the front of it is a gas station, but then when you walk inside, it looks like this kind of like posh, you know, almost like deli type of thing. I don't know. Like they sell different desserts and things like that in the front. And then in the back, they have like a wine, not a wine cellar, but it's like it's this restaurant in the back of this gas station. It's just super cool. And this is their business card. It says, check out our secret location. And so the kids took us there, again for Mother's Day. And yeah, it's a wine store, tapas, and bakery cafe, but it's inside a gas station. It was the coolest thing. So that was a lot of fun. Then on this day, it was just like I had so many thank you cards to write out. And so, yeah, so that's what I was going to try to do on this Sunday. Let's see what happened here. Why is this? Okay, this is something that the kids had done for one of their classes. So I had that in there. And then like the rest of this is no journaling. Okay, on this date, one of these days, the 4th grade class had done this really cool class project. Each individual kid had a state, and they had to learn about that state, and they had to build like a diorama. And so it was kind of like a walking museum type thing. And so that was a lot of fun. No journaling these days. This tells me that I probably had a video call with sweet Brookie Boo from Recreations by Brooke. Again, no journaling at all, none at all. I probably have notes on my phone for these days. That's why I don't have the little Post-its. On this day is when I got my Munbin printer, the little thermal printer, and I don't have it here because I'm using it at school, but it's a super cool thermal printer. I'll put my review video below if you missed it, just in case you want to see it. And this year will be the true test of time to see if those labels continue to work, because I've labeled all the kids' file folders and stuff. We'll see. So yeah, that is when I did that. And then I know on one of these days here, okay, we left on these days to go up to the East Coast to my in-laws' place because we had a surprise wedding to go to. Yes, my sister-in-law got married, and she had been with her longtime boyfriend for, well, a long time. And so they decided that because we were all going to be there for Memorial Day anyway, the Memorial Day weekend, since the family was all going to be in one place at one time, they decided that that was the perfect weekend to get married. And so they did, and it was beautiful. And we had a really great time together, and yeah, it was super, super fabulous. And then on this day, we went to Ollie's. We were on our way home. We went to Ollie's. I'd never been there before. So we got a few things from there, and that was super cool to just see what they had in there because we don't have one. And then here is the wedding pictures that I got from my sister-in-law and now new brother-in-law. And so yeah, that's the end of May, So like I said, I mean, I don't think I journaled not one single bit in the whole entire month. However, I have my notes if I want to go back. I have notes in my phone or notes on Post-its. I have all my dates right here to fill in. I have pictures. I can go back in my picture log. I can go back in my text log. Lots of different ways that I can figure out what went on that day. So I'm not going to worry about it though, because as you just saw, I went through the entire book and told you exactly what happened the entire month of May just from looking at the pages, So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, never did bother to decorate the cover of this book or the back of it, and I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Again, if you want to know how I made this book out of a composition book, please check the description below. If I mentioned anyone during this video that I have that has a YouTube channel, I link them below, so please always check that description box. If you want to come back and see more videos like this and many others that I do on this channel, then hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and yeah, you'll get notified the next time a video comes out. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.